because now we find ourselves.
In the news, Nigeria to launch 38 oxygen plants across the country. Ivory Coast ex-president returns home a decade after living in exile. UK's Prime Minister Johnson's party loses out at election. Naira gains against the dollar to close at 411 naira.5 to a dollar at the forex window. Details shortly. This is TOS Television, your digital first Pan-African news network. I am Abigail Okmade, and this is TOS News 360. Nigeria's Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has officially launched the National Road Safety Advisory Council as part of an effort to prove the federal government's commitment in addressing the challenges of road safety in the country. The Road Safety Advisory Council is overseen by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, with the Corps Marshal of the Federal Road Safety Corps (FRSC), Boboye Oyeyemi, as its secretary. According to Oyeyemi, this council is a critical part of the structure of the Nigerian Road Safety Strategy version 2 2021 to 2030, which was adopted last year by the National Economic Council and approved by the Federal Executive Council. President Muhammadu Buhari has given the go-ahead for the launching of at least 36 oxygen plants across the country. This is coming as one of the government's numerous measures to contain the spread of the coronavirus disease. It is expected that at least an oxygen plant will be launched in each state of the Federation, while Abuja and Lagos will have 2 plants each. The Judicial Panel of Inquiry inaugurated to investigate various acts of police brutality and human rights violation in Imo State has recommended 770 million to be paid to victims of the protests as compensations. The panel chairman, Florence Dora Igwe, a retired judge of the State High Court, said this in a statement while announcing the submission of the panel's final report to the State Governor Hope Uzodinma on Wednesday. Citing the reports, Dora Igwe said the total 770,985,800 naira was recommended by the panel to be paid as compensation by the government. Now to developments across Africa. Former President of Cote d'Ivoire, Laurent Gbagbo, has returned home after 10 years in exile abroad upon receiving permission to return from the government of longtime rival President Alassane Ouattara. Gbagbo's thousands of overjoyed supporters who have eagerly anticipated his return ever since his acquittal cheered and ran alongside his convoy as police fired tear gas to control the crowds. His supporters have long maintained that his prosecution was unfair and politically motivated. Now, the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs says 2.8 Somali people may die of hunger from dry conditions that will contribute to the likelihood of crop losses and deterioration in pasture and water availability in some areas. The rains, which are usually received between April and June, have ended in May, with no more rains expected until the next rainy season, which is from October to December. This is your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS Television. You are watching News 360. More stories after the break. To stay tuned. Welcome back. Now to the global scene. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson's Conservative Party suffered an embarrassing defeat on London's outskirts election on Friday. The Prime Minister's governing Conservative Party lost a previously safe parliamentary seat to the Liberal Democrats. Since its creation in 1974, the Conservatives had led the affluent Chesham and Amersham constituency in southern England, conquering more than 50% of votes on every occasion. At the last poll in 2019, late Conservative Sherry Gillan won by a majority of 16,223 votes. Boeing Co. said it is now ready to stage a maiden flight of the largest member of its 737 MAX family on Friday. This, the company said, it's a major step towards recovering from the safety grounding of a smaller model. The first voyage of the 737 MAX 10, expected around 10 a.m. local time in the Seattle area, heralds months of testing and certification before it enters service in 2023. Now in business. The exchange rate between the Naira and the US dollar closed at 411.5 Naira to a dollar at the official investors and exporters window. Naira appreciated on Thursday against the US dollar to close at 411.5 Naira to a dollar. The rebound of the Naira against the US dollar at the parallel market was attributed to worries that the CBN might be ready to pump forex into the market with the aim of boosting liquidity. Now on the entertainment scene. Nigerian hip-hop recording artist Olamide has released his third music project, UI Scooty. UI Scooty takes his name from the largest known star in our universe. On the album, Olamide expands his sounds in new directions, sampling from dancehall, reggae, and piano and alt. Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. is close to Pele's goal record as he got on the score sheet again in Brazil's 4-0 win over Peru in their Copa America Group B second game on Thursday. Neymar has now taken his goal tally in the colors of Brazil to 68, 9 goals behind Pele, who has 77. The Paris Saint-Germain star got Brazil's second goal in the 68th minute, which is his second of the tournament hosted by the 5-time World Cup winners. And that is TOS News 360 on your digital first Pan-African News Network. For more updates, visit www.tostvnetwork.com to follow and like TOS Television Network on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube to stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Ade. Thanks for watching.
As a continent, are now defining ourselves.